Hey, Em, how you doing, girl? I hope you're doing well today. I'm just going to check my sound here real quick to make sure that everything is looking okay. That thing that you can hear me, right? And that, yeah. You know how it goes. Yep. Okay. So I got sound. Anyway, girl, I'm so glad that you're here, and thanks for being there. You know, so today is the 11th of September. This is my second video of the day. I had to leave uh, early because I had to go buy a house. No, I didn't buy a house, but I picked up. I'm renting a room in a place in Santa Barbara, and I got that finalized today. So that's why I had to cut my presentation short today, because I don't know, I'm moving from Lompoc to Santa Barbara. And so, that means I'm busy doing stuff, making it happen. Wow, I just came back from a workout. I'm looking at my veins. I don't know. You probably can't see it very well. Yeah. For some reason, I've got one arm that's really veiny and one arm that's not. What's up with that? Oh man, Miss Emily Claire McFarland. Miss Emily Claire Trujillo McFarland. Man, let me tell you, the last few weeks have been a riot. So many things have been going on. And just a pleasure. I've just been expanding all over this globe of ours. Anyway, so yeah, I'm moving to Santa Barbara, and I got my place today. I got that established. And I went to the gym today. I did some running on the treadmill, and then I did some weightlifting. And so that's nice. It's nice to know that, I don't know, that I can still do that. Anyway, I've got this girl, this woman who I've been seeing, and she is the tops, man. On a scale from 1 to 10, this lady is a 10. And I'm just super stoked about her. And so I've just been on top of the world lately. 99 red balloons go by. Is that what it is? I don't know. There's a happy song that relates to that phrase. And let's see. Oh man, here's the thing. I'm moving to Santa Barbara, right, from Lompoc. Done deal, right? Done deal. And my move-in date for the room in the house is October 1st, 2019, which is like in 20 days. I think it's like in 19 days or something like that. And that's great. And here's the thing. I'm going to be in Santa Barbara in 20 days, but I also have a class at Allen Hancock College in photography. So what am I going to do? Well, I think I'm going to have to drop out of my photography class in about a month's time. I'm going to hold on. I'm going to hold on to that class for as long as I can and learn as much as I can from the instructor and from the other students. I'm really enjoying my class. It's a class in film photography. And I have heard that Cabrillo High School has a film photography class. And I encourage you to take that class. Absolutely. There's so much to learn about photography. It's such an enjoyable hobby, an enjoyable skill. It really helps me for some reason. It helps me psychologically. It's a great creative outlet. It helps me be more expressive. And I get to remember all the good things in my life, which I think sort of plays a role in terms of positive psychology and making sure that, I don't know, I really enjoy learning about pulling photos and video together. It's such a useful skill. It's a skill that a lot of people don't have. And so when you're able to contribute to other people's lives by providing photographs and video, you're really making a contribution to other people's happiness. And you're doing it and by performing an activity that you really enjoy yourself anyway. It's win-win. You're loving taking photographs and videos, and you're sharing it with other people, expressing your generosity and spreading the joy. So, Emily, I really encourage you to undertake photography as a hobby, at least as a hobby, as something that you're enthusiastic about. Definitely take a look at it. It is a joy, and I think you might have it in your genes, because in my family, the Gibsons in particular, on my mother's side, are really into photography. My dad, my uncle John, used to have a dark room in his home. He converted a closet into a dark room, and he was taking all kinds of photos all the time. Really creative, artistic. He was ahead of his time, really. And now he's making contributions to Facebook and Instagram, and so are a lot of us. And we're just having a blast, having a joy, throwing these pictures together, and loving the process of making them. And anyway, I just wanted to share this wonderful skill with you, and just remind you that there are enjoyable pastimes out there. And the thing about photography is it's not expensive. I mean, really, you don't need any equipment. Most people already have a smartphone, and let me tell you, a smartphone is good enough. Smartphone is good enough. It's got all the photographic power that you need to take as many varied photographs as you want to express yourself creatively. It's also a self-esteem builder. When I'm in the midst of a crowd or a group of people, sometimes, I ask them if they want me to take their picture. And that takes a little bit of courage. And I just feel so good to provide those pictures to them for free. And it's just so enjoyable. It's just, I don't know. I just love it. I love capturing the moment, and I love reminiscing about the past by looking at my old photographs. It's just wonder of wonder. And, right now, today, almost everyone's taking photographs. It's so wonderful. Everybody's doing it. Everybody's posting selfies of themselves planking or doing the scissors dance or who knows what. Taking pictures of random people on the subway. It's really wonderful. It's also a self-esteem builder. Yes, because you get to see yourself in a lot of different ways, and you can learn about your appearance, and you can also figure out what aspects of your appearance that you enjoy looking at and what other people enjoy looking at. And, I think that knowledge can come in really handy. It's sort of exploring you and your your body, right? And your expression, what you're signaling to other people through your dress. And there's a lot to learn. There's a lot of personal growth ideas that you can learn as a photographer. And anyway, I really encourage you to take it up. It's just a great way of sort of capturing the moment and creating history. You're creating history, creating memories. And I think in the future, photography is going to be a lot easier. There's going to be these amazing cameras that are like 360-degree cameras, and they're going to be on 24/7, and they're going to be streaming to the cloud, and you're not going to even have to worry about it. And you're going to have basically your entire life's experience going to be encapsulated and captured on film and photographs. I would love that to be the case. I'd love photography to be that simple, but it's not. It's not yet. But in about 50 years, everything will be video recorded, and man, that'll be awesome. Now, here's the thing. Even though I capture a lot of videos and photography, there's a lot that goes uncaptured in my life. A lot that goes uncaptured. And I'm really kind of sad about that, because I think of those as losses. I really would like to take photographs 24/7 and do what it called life journaling, or there's a special kind of photography where people just take photographs 24/7. Today, the technology isn't quite there. I mean, I can get a 360-degree camera and take photos, but what happens is that it's the post-processing, which takes a long time these days. What we need is artificial intelligence to step into the fray and help us focus on interesting parts of the video, because what happens is it's just time consuming to throw together these videos made from 360 degree cameras. And software is getting better. Right now, probably the longest video that I can practically do is probably, say, an hour and a half. And let me tell you, it wouldn't be that interesting. And in order to really pull together the editing of that video, it would take hours and hours and hours. So basically, I'm relegated to just taking single point of view videos and photographs right now, because it's quick and easy, and I can upload it to the cloud, and the stuff is free. The cloud saving is free using Google Photos, and that's the way it is. So I'm really glad about that. So, there are some real benefits of today's technology, and that, we've got those resources available to communicate the photographs to other people. And thank you, Google. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, for basically preserving the work of millions and millions of photographers every day. Thank you for your generosity and your intelligence, Mr. Google. Definitely appreciate that. All the naysayers can step back. That's what I say. All the naysayers can step back. Step off. That's what I say. Thank you, Google, for all that you're doing to advance humankind. So let's see. What else do I want to talk about? Oh, so I want to talk about the title of this video. I have made hour-long videos with special titles, questions to address, and I've not addressed them in the entire hour. That's just what I do. I just ignore the main subject matter of the video, of this of my presentation. So I'm going to make a point not to ignore it, and I'm going to ask the question now. And the question is, if you were stranded on a deserted island, what 3 luxury items would you most want to have with you? All right, so there's some qualifications I have to make. I don't know where this island is and whether it's close to a city, or I don't know. I don't know if it's completely stranded. That's one thing, but if it's sort of not stranded, So here's an example. One luxury items I would love to have is a laptop computer with the electricity to power it, right? I would love to have that. That would be a luxury item, or a smartphone, one or the other. Now, of course, I have to have Wi-Fi. I'd have to have some kind of Wi-Fi service, because I wouldn't have any money. Maybe I need money to pay for the Wi-Fi service. Let me tell you, Wi-Fi has become this utility that is a requirement for life. How it became a requirement for life, I don't know. No, it's certainly not. It's certainly a luxury. I used to live at a time before Wi-Fi. I know, it's hard to believe. It's like way back when the dinosaurs lived, which was only like 1997. Actually, Wi-Fi I don't think was even around in 1997, now that I think about it. Was Wi-Fi around in 1997? Maybe it was just getting around. Of course, now it's completely indispensable, and it's only been 20 years. It hasn't even been 20. I guess it's only been 20 years, but now, of course, Emily, you would have no idea what I'm talking about, because you were born in 2004, and the internet had already been around for a while. And so you were lucky enough to be growing up with the internet. You lucky duck. Good for you. So actually, I have a special benefit, because since I know what life was like before the internet, I think I appreciate the internet probably even more than you do. I think these young Gen Zers probably take for granted the fact that they've got the world's knowledge at their fingertips. Never used to be like that. Let me tell you, I'm sure these old fogies, just like me, say things like, here's the thing. If you didn't know something, if you had a question and you didn't know, and you couldn't find it in your local, the answer to in your local library, and none of your circle of friends knew it, you would never find out. You would never find out the answer. Just, I would like you to sit and contemplate that for a moment. If you had a very reasonable question, very reasonable, just like maybe a question about photography, who knows? Simple question, like, or maybe how to fix a lawnmower, right? If you were in a vicinity of people who didn't know anything about lawnmowers or nothing, no one in your city knew about lawnmowers, you were out of luck. You were just out of luck. You would never have learned that thing about lawnmowers. I don't know if you recognize the importance of that, of what I just stated. There would be no way for you to learn about the subject if it wasn't at the library. Now there might be a ton of books at the library about lawnmowers, but if you weren't able to find the subject matter that you wanted to learn about in the book, you were out of luck. Just totally out of luck. So you had to build really good library skills. So I was a librarian. Actually, I wasn't a librarian, but I was an enthusiast of libraries even back then because, well, I love learning. And in order to get to know anything back when I was young, you had to go visit a library. Because other people didn't know. Other people didn't know anything. I'm serious. The only people who knew anything about anything were in schools and in libraries. And that's where I hung out. Because I wanted to know stuff. I wanted to know what the universe was made of, what atoms were made of, what stars were made of. I wanted to know. I wanted to know about plate tectonics, about reptiles. I wanted to know. And so all the knowledge was in the library. So they were very special places. Today, you actually don't even need a library. I find I love libraries. I love going to them, and there's plenty to learn in a library. And you know what? I think to some extent it is essential to have libraries. And I also recognize the counter argument: libraries are not essential. But let me tell you, there's something about a book, its comprehensiveness in particular, and something about owning it, its portability, and it's not non-reliance on technology. Like here's the thing. I love my Kindle, right? My Amazon Kindle. But here's the thing. All these Kindle files are DRM, right? Distributed rights managed, digital rights managed. So some brilliant person figured out what I can and can't do with the book, right? I can't share it as much as I want to. The notes that I write into it are limited in length. I'm serious. Why did he do these things? So there's all these limits on this book, on this digital book. I mean, I love ebooks. I've read a lot of ebooks. Pretty much 90% of the books I read are ebooks, but I'm also quite frustrated with ebooks because they're not like paper in the sense that they're not distributable, shareable. I can't write notes in them. I would love to write notes in my in Amazon. Throws down this little notepad thing. It's not good enough. Sorry, it's just not good enough. They put a dictionary in it. It's not good enough. Sorry, I don't know. So look, I've got issues with digital media. I love digital media, and it's pretty much most of the media that I consume is digital. But it's handicapped. It's hamstrung. It's hamstrung. It's goofy. I can't do what I want. I can't do stuff I want to do with it. I can't do text to speech. You know, like there's just like, there's so many limitations on the technology. Why do they create all these limitations? I don't know, man. The DRM. It's the DRM. It's the DRM gods telling me what I can and can't do with the material that I buy. Yeah. So here's the thing. And then it's kind of stuck. It's stuck in the digital world. It's stuck with the company that I bought it from. It's just stuck. It's captured, right? This proprietary information is just captured in this system. And if I don't want to use the system or I change the system, I lose everything I got. So I don't know. Amazon, I know, is doing its best, but still doesn't compare to having a book around. You know, books are great. Paper books are great. Anyway. So I had a fantastic day today. I spoke with my girl, and I also rented a room in a house in Santa Barbara. Boom, making all kinds of progress today. I went to the gym today. I had a mediocre workout. I only did like half of it because I worked out really hard yesterday. Yesterday it was like, oh, I'm just going to swim a kilometer. And then after that, I'm going to ride 13 miles on a stationary bike. And I did it. That was great. And then the very next day, today, I'm like, okay, let's run on the treadmill for an hour and do some weightlifting. And then do the Jacob's Ladder for 30 minutes. All the stuff that I would normally be fine doing. But after such a hard workout yesterday, I was like, my calves and things were not working right. My muscles were they were tired, right? They were tired from yesterday's exertions. Anyway, so okay, let's get back to that question. What 3 luxury items that I most want to have with you? I'll tell you what, I want a computer, I want a TV, and I want a smartphone. And if that's not enough, I want Wi-Fi. I want access to the internet, that's for sure. And I want electrical power. Absolutely. I got to spend my time on that island doing something. Oh, so what 3 luxury items would I most want to have with you? Well, I'd like to have a person with me. That would be nice. Is that is a person a luxury item? So I think if I really had to dial it down into my, the most essential luxury items, I'd at least like to have one person there. That'd be nice. A person that I got along with. Second, I would like to have like a laptop or a cell phone or a laptop cell phone combination or something with Wi-Fi, with internet, right? It's got to have internet. What else would I like to have? Luxury items. I don't know. Luxury items. Well, if I have internet, I got everything I need. How about this? How about like a ukulele or a guitar? Yeah, a musical instrument. That would be totally awesome. So I guess those would be the things that I'd want. Like a musical instrument. Yeah, a laptop and a person. So those would be the 3 things. But here's the thing. I have a feeling that there are rules. I mean, there are rules related to this question. So they're probably meaning just regular old luxury items. Oh, man, that's really tough. Well, one luxury item that I would like to have is like something to start fires with. Because I have a feeling the thing about fire is that it's really useful. Keeps away the wild animals. If it gets cold or stuff gets wet, I can dry it out. I can warm my food. So I want fire. So that would be one of my luxury items, like a fire starter or some kind. What else? What else would I most want to have with you? Just a real like wilderness luxury item. Oh. Well, you know what I'd like to have? I'd kind of like to have a hammer, nails, and an axe. Because I want to build stuff. I want to put stuff together. Some tools. Give me some tools, man. With a hammer and an axe and some nails, I can pull together an amazing raft. I can make a house. I can create a well and draw water from it. I mean, I can make a fence to keep out the wild animals. I can make a hutch, and I can grow chickens in the hutch. So I want to build stuff. I want to be able to build stuff. So I'm going to need tools. So there we go. Fire starter, tools, and what else? Did I say was there anything else? Let's see. What else? But besides a fire starter and tools, what else would I want to have? Luxury items. Luxury items. What would be a good luxury item to have? Luxury items. Golly. Luxury items. What would I want on a deserted island? Maybe a radio. That goes back to the other stuff, It would be nice to listen to some music and get the news about what was going on in the world outside. Although I have a feeling that eventually I might get tired of it. Get tired of the radio. But hey, that would be nice. Let's see what else I'd like to have. It would be nice, I think, to have something to hunt fish with. Like a spear or something, or some kind of knife tool. Some kind of knife tool that I could use to hunt and make my hunting job easier. Because I have a feeling that some knife related object I think would be really helpful. Without a knife, you're kind of stuck, You need something sharp so that you can cut flesh and do some hunting, or, process food, right? Create small tools. You need something sharp. Something sharp is one of the tools that ancient man had. I think they were called, what are they called? Choppers? Axes? What are those stone hammers? The stone slicers things called? I forget what they're called. Shards or something? Yeah, that's a very useful tool. You want a kind of a knife so that you can make a kite or make a fire, or I don't know. Knives are really handy. I would definitely have a knife, and some kind of knife sharpener would be nice. So I guess those are the three things, like something sharp, a fire starter, and what else did I say? Something sharp, a fire starter, and tools. Definitely like a hammer or an axe or something like that would be great. Because here's the thing. How am I going to cut down trees? How am I going to cut down trees without an axe? Plus, it's good exercise. I get these amazing abs. My obliques will be super good looking. In fact, I think people use axes to improve their physique. Yeah, they use hammers too. Like they're banging these big hammers. They're banging tires and things like that. So Emily, I'm going to wrap this video up. I just want to say that I love you very much. And I don't know when the next time I'll post will be. Maybe, I don't know. Who knows? Maybe next Monday. Anyway, I hope you have a wonderful day today, Emily. I want you to know that I love you very much. On a scale from 1 to 10, my love for you is a 10. and that I want you to know that I reach out to you every single day in some way or another, whether it be a letter or a text or message or artwork or a video. I mean, every single day, sometimes multiple kinds of ways in one day. I just want you to let you know that that's what I do. That's what I do. That's what Miguel does. Anyway, I want you to know I love you and I care about you. And I'll talk to you later, girl. Bye bye.